Hey guys, it's me, Crystal, with Mommy Wife 101. So, I promise you, because I feel like when people see this video, for one, I can't see without my glasses on. So my eyes tend to do a lot of rolling. I have very lazy eyes, like droopy, you know, and so it looks like I may have been drinking or something. I promise you I'm not. And I can't see without my glasses, so I tend to squint a lot or close my eyes. I have a sinus infection, and I'm 2 seconds from probably being in the ER for food poisoning. I'm just waiting to throw it up, but you know. Next topic. So we all know that this whole breastfeeding debacle has been topic of conversation in the military community. And if you don't know the backstory, Spouse Buzz has it up. They did a really good post on it. A woman, I think her name was Tamara Argotts, was at the Schofield Barracks Commissary in Hawaii, breastfeeding her child, and it's the little carrier thing. An employee saw it, told her either to leave or to stop breastfeeding, so she chose to leave, left her cart of Fort Bragg and them booms, oh my gosh, my nerves, chose to leave. She really hasn't made a big deal out of it. Somehow, you know, I think she posted her concerns on the Facebook page, and voila, things went viral. The power of the internet, there you go. Case in point, how do I feel about it? Well, I don't know, because I really don't care. I'm a realist. I try not to get riled up by a lot of things, you know, like, okay. The fact of the matter is, though, being that I'm a realist, people have warped ways of thinking, okay? There are a lot of things that are natural. I know a lot of people say, well, you know, breastfeeding is natural. The mother of the child is an extension of blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, there's a lot of things we do with our bodies that are natural. I really don't have a problem, per se, with you breastfeeding in public because I love babies. Babies have to eat. It's just what it is. And some people prefer their kids to have breast milk. That being said, I feel like there are things you could do. You know, I don't see why people are opposed to covering it up. Some people don't want to see the whole round part of your boob. And yes, I am, you know, fondling myself over here. But if you pull out your whole boob, or your shirt is rolled up and you can see, you know, some stomach and some boob action, I mean, do you really expect people not to look or not comment? I mean, it's a little odd, you know, although it's quite contradictory to a degree, because then you see other people with lots of boob cleavage and ass crack cleavage showing, and that somehow seems to be normal. But, you know, me personally, even if I breastfed, which I couldn't because I had mastitis, I think I pumped like twice, and then my boobs were like rocks, and stuff just went wrong, you know, so I didn't have the opportunity. But, you know, I don't really see why it has to be a big deal. I feel like we don't have to make a point about everything. You know, if you want to breastfeed your kid, breastfeed your kid. You know, but somebody made a really good point as I was reading the comments, because there's quite a lot of them. There's a lot of things that are natural. Peeing is natural. We don't do it in public. Sex is natural. We don't do it in public. Now, granted, they don't have the same outcomes because naturally you're feeding your kid has to eat. But, you know, I mean, if it means putting some of that breast milk in a bottle and feeding that baby, the baby's still going to get your breast milk, you know, or, you know, I don't know. I can't really say making a schedule around when your child can eat, because I know as well as you know that when your husband's deployed and maybe you got a kid in school, you got to do stuff when you can. So, you know, that's the realist in me. But at the same time, I think versus making a point and, oh, well, I'm going to breastfeed and expose my boobs in public. Well, no, because then you're going to have some pervert soldier looking at your boob. Then you'll be offended. Then you'll want to go and file a complaint because the soldier was looking at your boob. That's what they do. Some of them young single ones, you know, they're trying to get a peep. So, I mean, don't be offended by what I'm saying. I'm just being honest, you know. Some, not all, but some men are going to be men, and they're going to look. And then you're going to have women who are just going to be looking at you with the stank eye because, you know, somehow they're offended. And again, I get it. You have people who show way worse. You can see way worse on a beach. But there are times, and I have to admit, that I've seen people breastfeeding, and I'm like doing a double take, because I'm like, damn, she's got her boob and her shirt just lifted up, and it's just like so free, you know. And you know, if you've got your whole boob exposed and the only thing that's being covered is the nipple, well, you know, people are going to be a little bit offended, unfortunately. You know, we live in a politically correct world. I don't know why anybody's shocked. It's just the way it is. And, you know, it is what it is. And if you want to keep your commissary privileges and all that stuff, then I just suggest following the rules. There are apparently lactation rooms, although I never seen one. But then again, I never had really lactate, so that probably explains why. But from what I hear, there are lactation rooms that aren't necessarily bathrooms, because I don't feel like you should have to go in a dirty, nasty bathroom to feed your kid, because I wouldn't eat in the bathroom. But yeah, I mean, that's what I feel about it. I mean, you got to be a realist about some things, because you know how we are. Everybody wants to be PC about the stupidest stuff, and the stuff that we should be PC about, nobody is. That's my thoughts. ArmyWife101.com. Signing off. Tweet me at ArmyWives. That's WIVES101.com. Thanks.